Hey there, Facebook. It's Kanae Quarter, financial therapist, best-selling author, and speaker, here to give you your 5-minute activation. Can I get 5 minutes of your time? Just 5 minutes. Hey, Catherine Marshall. Thank you for joining. I want to ask you a question. Does your past shape your future? The answer, not unless you let it. So a lot of us are stuck in our past. We're doing things the same way because that's the way we've always done it. Or we're telling stories about how we used to be, or how great it used to be, or even how bad it used to be. If you stay stuck in your past, you're going to feel regretful, doubtful, shame, guilt, a lot of the negative emotions that go along with life. Past emotions or past actions need to be cut, severed, deleted. And some people will say, well, what about the good past? Well, the good past is great. Just let that be evidence that there's more in the future. But you don't have to focus on it, because if you focus on it, then that's pretty much all you're going to get. If you focused on how great, how in shape you were back when you were 19, then, thanks for letting me know. Why can't you hear me? Oh no, that sucks. Let me see what we got here. Let's see. Is that better? Can you hear me now? So I hear you can't hear me, and that is not good. I'm not sure what's going on with my phone, but let me know if you can hear me now, and I'll start over and give you a little bit more of what I was talking about. So, let's see. Now, okay, so hopefully you can hear me now. Okay, great. So we're all there. Now, what I was saying, if you stay focused on your past, you get this regret, you get doubt, because you're wondering if you can get back to what you used to be. Maybe you don't have, maybe you were a size, 4, or if you're a guy, maybe you're a size 36 or whatever size guys like to be. Maybe you were a lot smaller, and you stay focused on, thanks for joining, Brandon. You stay focused on what you used to be, and instead of focusing on what you can be or what you are becoming, that is what is in your future. If you focus on what you used to be or what you could have been, then that's what you're going to get more of. Because remember, I say what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on the past, you're going to get more of the past. Now, if the past was good, that might be a good thing, but I don't want you to stay focused on the past. I want you to let go of the past and imagine what your future can be. Imagine what all you can bring to your future. But I also want to use the caveat, you only want to be a certain amount in the future. Don't go too far in the future, because the future can bring anxiety, right? About fear of failure, fear of success, fear of not measuring up, fear of not being good enough. All of these fears, right? What if the future brings this scary thing? Then what happens is you stay focused on what you might not get, and that's what you don't want. You're focused on what you don't want instead of what you do want. So go ahead and share this video so that your friends get this 5-minute activation. Thanks for you who already shared it. But I just want you to think about, if you don't want what you've had in the past, then don't focus on it. Now, if you want something great for your future, then that is what you want to focus on. If you want to lose weight, if you want to buy a new car, if you want to build your business, if you want to get married, if you want to have, hey Tim, thanks for joining. If you want to have a great business, if you want to have a great marriage, stay focused on what you want and speak positively into that relationship or into that idea. I have a friend, when she gets into an argument with her husband, she leaves him a note that says, I have a very understanding husband. I love that about him. And how great is that, right? That she's not focusing on the fact that they are having trouble communicating. She is focused on be who she knows that he is. And so by saying that, what she does is remind him of who he is. And when he reads that note, I have a very understanding husband, and I love that about him. It kind of makes him forget about the argument, right? And maybe focus on how can we better understand each other. That to me is awesome. So she didn't focus on the argument. She's not bringing up the past. She's not even focused. She's not even blaming. All she says is the good things of what she knows about her husband. And for that reason, he can't help but to be understanding. Right now, some of you are going to say, well, you haven't seen my husband, or you haven't seen my wife. You're right, I haven't. But what I know is inherently people are good and they want to be good. They are just hurting. So stop focusing on the hurt and focus on the cure. What is the cure? The cure is love. Just so happens to be in the background there. I did not purposely do that, but it is. I love how that works out. So that is your 5-minute activation for today. I want to let you know to head on over to Lexus of Roswell and see Brandon, because Brandon sponsored this 5-minute activation, and I'm going to put Brandon's information in the comments. But if you are looking for a new car, especially a Lexus, then you want to head over to Roswell Lexus, because Brandon is the stuff. And he sold one of my clients a car and she loved it, and he's a manager now. He was sales then, he's a manager now. So go ahead and go on over to Roswell Lexus and see Brandon, and I'll put his information in the comments so that you can call him and set up an appointment. All right, that's your 5-minute activation. Head on over to presidentiallifestyle.com. Join our mailing list so you can get connected and keep getting this 5-minute activation, the Wealth and Wellness Wednesday. And if you join the Prosperity Club, you can also get the Prosperity Report and a whole lot more. So I love you guys. Have a prosperous day.